Hi everybody, we're back from our monthly vacation. Well, I guess it wasn't a monthly vacation, it was a two-month vacation back to the U.S. And so while we were driving around, going and visiting our friends and family, we started thinking pretty serious about what we were going to do after we got done with our cruising life and what would be next for us. So what did we do along the way? In Washington, and in Colorado, and Iowa, and Texas.
We went RV hunting. So what's next for us? Take a guess.
Yes. So we did. We made the decision that this is the best time for us to make that leap and move on to the next step. So we are going to be listing our boat, and probably have by the time this gets posted, with a broker in La Paz. So AKIA is up for sale, and then we are going to spend the next several months trying to get some buyers to come and take a look and be interested enough to purchase AKIA, and probably around sometime in November we'll go ahead and move the boat up to Ensenada and hopefully get some we may list with a broker there in San Diego and try to get some of the California prospective buyers.
If we don't have anything going here.
If we don't get anything in the next several months.
Yeah, it's kind of slim pickings down here, but you never know.
But it is that time of the year when people are starting to prepare for cruising south. And so those that are interested in finding a boat that's already equipped, something they don't have to spend a couple of years working on, then this would be available for them. And it also, when we move it up to Ensenada, it will make us getting back and forth to the U.S. a whole lot easier. And if we happen to find a buyer in Ensenada, then we'd be easier to get all of our gear back up to the U.S. So that's kind of what we have planned. If you remember, we bought AKIA in August of 2017, so it's been a little over 5 years. And when we started, we had a 5 to 10 year plan, and we've got 5 years into it and felt like, I think it's we've done a lot of the things we wanted to do. Of course, we had a pretty optimistic schedule, thinking what we want to do, and but I think reality has set in that we're not as young as we were, and we're only going to get older and be more limited. That's why this seems to be the best time to go ahead and make the move. Wasn't an easy decision, but it was time. So I think it's the best time for us to do it. So if you also remember, we spent about 3 to 4 years in Puget Sound, from Olympia all the way up through the San Juans up to Blaine, Washington. We've been in the Sea of Cortez, up in the Straits of Juan de Fuca several times, up to Port Angeles. And then in August of 2020, we left and moved and sailed all the way down the west coast of the U.S., down the Baja Peninsula, all the way to Barra de Navidad on the mainland, before backtracking, as Judy would say, to come back up to the Sea of Cortez.
Rick really, really wanted to come up here into the Sea of Cortez, and I said we were already up here when we were in Cabo. We could have just made a left and come on up into the Sea of Cortez, so why backtrack? So we went south to Barra, and the whole way he is saying, I really, really want to see the Sea of Cortez. I want to do the Sea of Cortez. What do you think about turning around and doing the Sea of Cortez? And the whole time I'm going, no, I'm not a backtracker. I don't like to backtrack. And so I said, no, we're already this far south. Let's just keep going with our plan, get down through Panama, get over to the Caribbean, see Jamaica, blah, 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 right? I really had to give in because it's something he really, really wanted to do. So that's what we did.
We already had missed the chance to go through Canada and do the inside passage up to Juneau.
We had.
So that was 2 things that we wanted to do that we didn't get the chance to do. Had postponed our trip for a year because of COVID. And so I didn't want to make it a trifecta and also miss going up into the Sea of Cortez. So that's what we did, and I think that was probably our best sailing and our most relaxing times of the trips coming down south. The coming down south was pretty hectic. The weather wasn't very good, and we spent a lot of time motoring instead of sailing, and so it was just probably one of my most favorite times was doing that.
In the Sea of Cortez.
Yeah, in the Sea of Cortez.
Yeah, I met a lot of great people all the way down
All
the
the
coast.
way down. We've met fantastic people.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't had one bit of an oh shit moment.
Oh, baby.
We haven't. We've not had any issues at all with anybody. Everybody has been excellent.
Been great people. Great people.
Yeah. So with that said, if any of our great friends, followers, subscribers need in the future crew, we are available.
Look us up.
And are willing to take a look at that for you. So you need a boat moved, here's your captain, here's the crew, happy to do that as well. So just hit us up, if you know anybody or you're looking to have crew aboard just for the fun aspect of it, because we can be a lot of fun.
We
So
don't
we've
act
heard.
our age mostly.
So we've heard.
You probably know that already. So anyway, while we're sitting here in Mazatlan, we still got some things we're going to be doing. Of course, being in hurricane season, we had to prep the boat for hurricane season, which means taking the sails down, wrapping everything up, putting everything in condition for strong winds. And then when we decide to list AKIA, we have to take it, unprep it for hurricane season so we can get pictures and everything that's in the
its
cockpit.
normal state.
Everything in the cockpit's in the V-berth, and so we have to clean out the V-berth, put everything back in the cockpit, take some pictures, so we unprep it from hurricane season, put it in cruising mode, and then after we get the pictures taken, we have to take everything back down and re-prep for hurricane season, be ready in case a storm starts heading our way. And then when November rolls around, if somebody wants to come see the boat, then we've got to also prep it for a sea trial in case they want to take it out.
Or any time between now
Anytime.
and when we have to unprep it to leave here in November.
Yeah.
So we're going to be experts at moving and unmoving.
Right.
So
right.
a friend of ours has always said, you need to have and be fluid in everything you do in this lifestyle. Kanani, if you don't know who you are, one of our good friends. So in honor of her and everything she has said, with everything we're doing, we have a whole lot of fluidity.
We are fluid. Yes.
So we are fluid in what we need to do and in our plans. So it's like, you never know what we're going to do next, but all of this prep, unprep, could get a little tiring in 90 plus degree weather and high humidity.
Yeah.
And you can probably see in the background the curtains are shut. There's shades on the outside, shades on the inside, light blocking curtains, AC's running full time, and it's
sunshade up over the deck.
Sunshades are over both decks, fore and aft, and it is hot, baby. It's hot here. So
there's some pluses and some minuses. It's a good location. There's an airport right here. So there's good and bad.
5-month hurricane season rates are excellent.
Excellent for 5 months.
Staff
you get a good
is
rate.
excellent. Boat caretakers excellent.
Yeah.
Just a lot of good to say about here. It's just that there are a few drawbacks. If you can put up with that, you're okay. We are putting up with it. Just makes for a little extra work.
Yeah, it makes a little extra work. But anyway, so that's kind of the next move that we have set forth, and we'll keep you updated on how that's going, and what we're probably take you on some more motorhome inspection tours whenever we get to that point. So anyway, keep us in your thoughts and prayers. And if any of you are looking for a boat that's already equipped and ready to go, you've seen our videos of the work we've done on AKIA, so you know what shape that it's in.
Pass the word along.
Pass the word along. Send us a message if you are interested. But until we see you again, thanks for tuning in. Give us a like, leave a comment if you like.
And subscribe, because we're not done yet.
We're not done. We're just 70. We still got at least 20 years to go. So hopefully our videos will stay interesting.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
So the beginning of the unloading of the aft cabin, forward cabin, the V-berth, has begun for the unprepping for hurricane season. So, and a lot of this stuff is what we've got to go and take with us back ashore. So, just a quick look at what that's like. And, as you can see, we're down to just a few things. Before we start doing the salon, just a few books to put away. But everything that was in the V-berth up in there in the dark hole is back in the dark hole, organized, ready to go. And everything else, cockpit's done. So now tonight we'll do the aft cabin and the salon, and or photos for the listing. All right, stay tuned, guys. I'm getting the pictures for the boat. Well, that's what she looks like with pretty much nothing in here. Pretty naked. Pretty naked.